Namaskaram, all of you. Welcome to Meditation Magic. To begin with, my humble salutations to Pitamaha Patriji, Swarnamala Patriji, to all the weaver gods and the participant gods. So let us continue with our discussion, meditation and conscious living. Why is consciousness so important? We have been discussing. Because only through consciousness we can achieve our true goal. What is our true goal? Joy, peace, and happiness in life. So to achieve this goal, we have to be conscious of every moment by moment. How is my mind, the state of mind in the present moment? Whether I am at work, or in the house, or in any general situation, we always aim at having a peaceful life. So let us look at this 16 level of consciousness picture the other day we saw. From this, we will infer a very important conclusion so that we can truly become joyful beings. So in this slide, there are various levels of consciousness. At level 0 is the consciousness of a dead person. When a person is dead, his level of consciousness can be said as 0. So we see that shame is at 20, despair, fear, and anger. So these are at the state of hell. If our consciousness is at this time, when I feel shame or despair or fear, I feel like as if I am in the hell. That kind of suffering I experience. So the next levels is anger, pride. At that place is like purgatory. Purgatory means it is a place a little bit better than hell, where sinners are taking some corrective actions to improve their sin. Symbolically, they are representing that, wherein we are working on ourselves to improve. So from here onwards, as we move upwards, to move upwards in consciousness level means our optimism, acceptance, understanding, inner wisdom, inner love increases. So we try to stay in this level so that we can experience a little bit of neutrality and little bit of joy and peace in life. From here, we take up to the enlightenment life. See, when the person is in between 200 to 413, he is still in the reactive phase. Once he crosses 400, that is, after he starts understanding, he moves into the higher self. So the planetary self is from 540, when he starts experiencing this oneness and presence. From there, he is moving into planetary self. Galactic self is from 600 onwards, from non-duality. He experiences non-duality and from presence. That time he moves on to the galactic self. The level of consciousness is matching the galactic self. Universal self means above 700. So from this, what we infer is that we should be conscious of our lower emotions every moment so that we can move upwards in the level of consciousness. So this level of consciousness clearly shows that whenever we fall into the hurt mode, then what's happening? We are very much approaching at the hell. the peace of mind is totally disturbed at this level. So we need to work continuously on our hurt and the resentment, the guilt. So let me share a story here. This is an experience of a person, a master in, uh, he is a South Indian. He goes to Calcutta. He is a professor and a lecturer. So he wants to do some volunteer work in Mother Teresa's ashram. He heard that Mother Teresa is trying to convert from people from Hinduism to Christianity. So, but he didn't, without watching, he didn't want to conclude anything. So he purposely visits her ashram in Calcutta. So this is a young boy at that time, means maybe 21 or 22 years. So he goes there to do some volunteering work and then meets Mother Teresa. So he describes her vision as like she had an X-ray kind of vision. She asks this person as where his expertise is. He says he is a chemistry graduate. So she puts him in the department of pharmacy. There he has written some incident that he has described so well, and very heart-touching incident. At that time when he was there, he saw once there is an old Brahmin lady who came, somebody got her there in the ashram. She came in the state of, she was very unconscious at that time. So she was very weak old lady. There was nothing left of her body. Like she was very, very weak at that time. And they got her, and Mother Teresa was trying to nurse her. Like, oh, she tried to press her legs, and then she was trying to calm her. She started, once the old lady gained consciousness, she started murmuring very badly. At that time, Mother Teresa was tenderly touching her arms and doing all the kind of like massaging they do, right? Like that she was doing. And then she was slowly caressing her back. So after she goes away, then this person goes and meets a nurse, another nun there, and asks what's happening there. Then that nurse is telling about this Brahmin lady, that she lost her husband at a very young age, as soon as the birth of her son. And then since her husband died, this lady takes so much of pain, and she goes through a lot of hardships to make her son afford good education. And then now he's very well settled, but there is some clash happened that they both shouldn't adjust, like maybe daughter-in-law and mother-in-law, that conflict might have happened. And so this lady has to survive by herself. Now she's so weak that she couldn't do anything by herself. So she was got into, when she felt, when somebody found her unconscious at the Kali Ghat, they got her to this ashram. So what happened is they were nursing her, and suddenly the old lady slowly recovered a bit. When she recovered, she was cursing her son. So at that time, Mother Teresa is consoling that lady, saying that don't curse your son. He is your son whom you brought up with so much of love. Now don't curse your son. Definitely your son has some reasons that he didn't take care of you. One day he will realize his mistake and come back. So with these words, Mother Teresa was trying to soothe that old Brahmin lady. And with these words, she also told, Mother Teresa summoned somebody and sent a letter to the old lady's son's house. And then they also got a reply that son is no more wanting her mother back. But Mother Teresa continues to assure that Brahmin lady that your son is a good son. He has some reasons. So with that, suddenly that night, the old lady started telling back to Mother Teresa that yes, you are right. My son is very good. Due to some reasons, he did this to me, but now I know one day he will surely come back. That being said, on that night, in the midnight, the old lady passes away. So from this incident, then what happens is the old lady was so much ritualistic. She wanted to her last rites to be done in the ritualistic Brahmin way. So Mother Teresa comes and approaches this author, who is a Brahmin. She asks him, and are you a Brahmin? Then this author says yes. And so, will you perform the last rites of this old lady? Then he is very young, right? 22, like that. So he is very afraid, because in his custom, he shouldn't be going to cemetery at all. But now he has to go there and finish that, right? He has his parents alive. So it is, if he goes and performs this ritual, it is like his belief that something might happen to his parents. So when he says that, Mother Teresa assures him that you are doing a very great work. So as a result of this work, your parents will live more longer than they usually would live. So with that assurance, this person performs all her rituals, and that lady has gone to, her last wishes are fulfilled. Then this person tells to Mother Teresa, so don't you feel your services are waste? You tried so hard to help the lady survive, but anyway she died, so your efforts are no use. At that time, Mother Teresa says, with lot of joy in her heart, saying that no, my efforts are doubly paid or million folds paid, because I cleansed her heart. Initially, as you saw, when she came to us, she was cursing her son. She was badly hurt that she has to go through all this suffering. But now, before dying, she herself admitted that her son is good and he would come one day to take her. Means she had lot of affection on the son. So she went with that goodwill and lot of purity in her heart. She didn't die of resentment and hurt. So with this incident, we come to know that maintaining that purity of heart, emotional cleanliness is so important, that we should always be staying pure from hurt, resentment, anger. So we should be watching such emotions, and we should be cleansing. So another important step towards our conscious living is we have to avoid conflicts in our day-to-day life. How to avoid conflicts in our day-to-day life? So first thing is, while meditating or after meditation, first thing is we should affirm to ourselves that I will live a conflict-free life. So we should decide on that. Yad bhavam tad bhavati, right? So first I should decide whatever conflicts I may receive today, I will resolve all the conflicts. I will not enter into any conflict. So we should resolve at the first place that we will lead a conflict-free life. With that attitude, we should conduct our day-to-day activities. I will give you a simple example. Before, when I didn't know about this concept at all, then I would cook something, right? But my kids will come and ask something else. At that time, what happens? When I didn't know of this, I used to enter into conflict with them. No, you have to eat like this. But now I try to accommodate. Sometimes there is nothing wrong if you can try to explain them, but the base in your subtle level, what is happening is, in your subtle self, you should be pure hearted and you shouldn't carry any anger there. First, if your communication is proper, then the kids will understand. But the thing is, your goal should be you being free from conflict within. It's not about others. So outside, sometimes, yes, physical level. So there are so many people with the different perceptions. They have their own way of understanding, their own likes and dislikes. To adjust with such people, it becomes a little bit of effort. But even at the face of such difference in the behaviors, difference in the perceptions of people, we can resolve to live a conflict-free life. our attempt, our intention should be to live a conflict-free life. So this, when you resolve, as soon as you resolve that I want to live a conflict-free life, that will empower you to communicate in that way. So when you are communicating with the people, you are naturally at the neutral state. When the heart, when your mind is at the neutral state, that will give you a lot of energy, and there is so much of improvement in the communication. You naturally, at the first place, you are respecting the other person, as you want to understand him rather than enter into conflict. When you say to yourself that I want to have a conflict free life, now you are willing to understand the situation from others' perspective. So your communication is different now. You are not hurting the other person by falling into an argument. So before, when we don't know that concept of that conflict free life, we tend to take the stand of our own perception. But now we are trying to understand others' perspective, and then trying to accomplish your works without hurting the other person, without entering into the conflict situation. You plan in such a way that your communication is very understanding for the other person, and you do enough groundwork so that the other person understands you and agrees to you. This doesn't happen overnight. We should have lot of patience in the first place, and we should resolve every day that I want to avoid conflicts. I will lead a conflict-free life. So this comes by practice. Our communication, we should observe every word, the way we talk, the way we are holding the other person. In our mind, sometimes we don't respect some people. We already have some prejudice about that person. When you have the such prejudices on that person, definitely nothing is going to work. All these days, we have done so many sessions. From that, we have been slowly telling you that live a life of free from opinions and judgment, expectations, free from expectations, because all the power is within us. How does this power, we experience this power within ourselves? By daily dedicating ourselves some time to focus on the breath. When we focus on the breath, naturally, day by day, our mind will become powerful, and we will learn to become thought free. Means now the traffic of thought is reducing by focusing on the breath. Supposing if you enter a freeway, there is too much traffic, then it's so tough to drive, right? So like that, if in our mind we carry too many thoughts without practicing any clarity and stability in the mind, how can we communicate with the others? We are not able to express ourselves properly. So it's very important to maintain clarity and stability of thoughts all the time, to keep the road, our mind, free, or it should have some proper low traffic zone, so that we can get that stamina to deal with all the situations properly. So that being said, so at home, at office, we always go with the confidence of wanting to live a conflict-free life. So I told you, right, with my kids, when it happens with cooking and they don't like that dish, these days, after understanding this concept, what I do is I will try to convince my children. If they are not agreeing, it's okay. I will work a little bit more. I will put my effort, and I will definitely ask them what to cook. And the next day, when I'm cooking, before itself, I will ask them, what do you want? So I'm being without conflicts, right? Before itself, my kids tell what they want, and then I try to keep ready each and every, because I have 2 kids. One day I'll tell them, I will alternate your choices. One day you will get a chance. The day whatever I cook of her choice, the other one should adjust. The next day, my son will get a chance and she needs to adjust to his choice. But when saying this, they also will get that quality of avoiding conflicts and adjusting with each other. So this attitude of adjustment and conflict free life make us raise above the hurt, resentment and guilt put on to the higher self in the level of consciousness. So this way we need to resolve whatever hurt we have and whatever anger we have, so to resolve. So today I will give you 5 minutes to ask questions, because this is a very very important topic. If you have any questions, you can go ahead, you can unmute yourself and ask questions. So if you don't have any questions, I'll go ahead with avoiding conflicts in life and adjusting wherever we go. Even we have likes and dislikes, right? And we go somewhere and they cook something and we don't like, or in the office, you want to execute your work in some way and there you will encounter something else, right? There also, first thing is we should resolve that I will understand the others. When you decide to understand others, when you move into win-win situation, like sometimes we enter into like, I should win this argument, right? By winning that any argument, if you test yourself, most of the time we are not peaceful when we win the argument. So at the same time, when we totally surrender ourselves, that time also we are feeling that I lost it and I was right, this was not supposed to happen. Again we are entering into inner turmoil. So both ways we are not happy, right? So better to come into win-win situation wherein both will have that feeling of having won. So we need to do some groundwork to come to such a level. Initially, believe me, this becomes like too much. It's not practical. But believe me, I have transformed myself from lot of conflict filled life to now conflict free life. Very very tough challenges I have faced, and I can say confidently, I can say about truth about myself, that I have resolved all the conflicts in my life and I'm very very good with whatever happens. It doesn't matter, nothing disturbs me. So that is why I experienced that joy, that inner fulfillment, that I know the importance of the conflict free life intention in our mind. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. So, any doubts? So, that's it. With this, again, if you have any doubts after meditation, you can discuss. So, at least during meditation, you can come up with any doubts, then I can try to answer them. Right now, with bliss in the heart and a very beautiful smile on the face, we will try to focus on the breath. Relax, fingers crossed, sitting considerably straight, close your eyes. Enjoy the process of breathing. Few more minutes to go. Let us share our goodwill with the whole universe. May all beings be happy, be peaceful, be healthy, and be liberated. May all beings be peaceful, be joyful, be healthy, and be liberated. May all beings of the universe be happy, be peaceful, be healthy, and be liberated, and be liberated, and be liberated. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham shanti bhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramanah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhavatu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly, rub your hands. Gently place them on your eyes. Come out into the present moment with full joy and with full optimism, with full abundance. Thank you so much for participating and sharing your energies with all of us. If anybody has anything to share, anything to talk, you can unmute yourself. So anyways, we talked on having a conflict-free life today. It's so important to stay in peace with each and every being, with in each and every situation too. Yes, Richa, you can unmute and talk.
Hi. A wonderful meditation. It was so calming. After a hectic day, I felt so relaxed.
You missed.
Sorry, I joined it late.
You watch this session later. I had a very beautiful story to share.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, just today I got to listen to that story and it touched so much that I thought, yes, I'll share this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So the
anybody,
sessions are also in the evening. I
everything.
just saw the reminder. So
From
um,
day one to till now, all the sessions are there. Another 4 more to go. And
oh,
I don't know what topic I'll talk and what is I'm receiving. I don't know. It just happened today. I suddenly this flashed. I was preparing for something else and something else came. But
oh,
it's wonderful experience.
good. So you meditate and you get something. I mean, you
No,
get what?
nothing like that. I will be doing something else, cooking with friends, walking something else, and something flashes. I'll try to concentrate on what to talk, what to talk. That will be on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now that almost all my topics are done, now next what to talk.
Oh,
And suddenly something
wonderful.
on YouTube pops up, and something like in our mother tongue, I get something from there. I get some inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah. I'm
It's all
enjoying. More,
instantaneous.
yeah, I'm enjoying.
Yeah, we are learning a lot.
Yeah,
I'm learning a lot.
yeah. Even I'm learning.
Thanks a lot.
I'm enjoying, I'm learning. And the miracles, so many miracles I'm encountering, like how that video pops up and what inspires.
Mm.
That's very miraculous. Even I wonder what's happening with me. It's very beautiful. Now
Yeah,
I
when
can do
we
more and more, like less of planning,
oh yeah,
free. There's no
ease
stress.
with the flow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go with the flow. Something
Mm.
will pop up and something will happen for sure.
Uh, yeah, when we are not stressed, I mean, we are not thinking much, then it happens so easily and smoothly, right?
Yeah, today you'll not believe such a miracle happened. Suddenly, some guests arrived because I was not prepared, and I
Mm-hmm.
had to cook for them. And like I don't know, like what I'm doing. Some friend came to me
Mm-hmm.
because I had told her to pick up something. So
Oh,
she came and helped me.
wow.
I told her, "See, isn't it a miracle that I didn't know about this arrival of the guests, and I had to do this much?" And that's how it's like, if there's somebody who will take care of us.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Synchronicities.
very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me, it's no more a miracle. I know it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
Yeah.
everything will be resolved in the end.
Yeah, that's manifestation. Even I also um started when I started changing my mindset, I could see the synchronicities also.
Yeah, it's just like that only, right? Yad bhavam tad bhavati.
Right.
Yeah. And with that, if you practice sitting, focusing on this awareness or consciousness, if you make this a regular habit, yes, our mind becomes so much uncomfortable while sitting, but still
Mm-hmm.
you carry on. Yes, one fine day, I will sit in very much like comfortably. I will enjoy the process of sitting. If you
Mm-hmm.
start that way, then the more awareness you'll gain. You'll be facing some conflicts, you'll be facing some situations, but that those will not affect your mentality.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy everything. Each and every moment you'll start enjoying, taking care of the family, taking care of your job. Everywhere you'll start enjoying.
Yeah. So to being
Yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So another 4 sessions to go. But all those sessions will be CST 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, tomorrow I'll make sure that I join. I got little work, so I was losing track of time, a little hectic, so I
Mm.
could not join. But yeah,
That's okay.
I'm
Anyway, it's there, right? On YouTube.
yeah, I'm
Today, while
following them.
starting, nobody was there, but it's fine. I started talking with myself.
You see, people started joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have a reminder actually. So sometimes I see that reminder and also remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
She's also busy, right? Yes.
Yeah.
But she keeps everything ready for me. That's so sweet of her. Yeah. So anybody wants to talk, share something? We have got 1 or 2 minutes left.
Um, I, j- I just wanted to ask, like, where can I look on YouTube? On YouTube, just search for
How your number is not being displayed? I don't know from where did you get this link?
meditation magic.
Oh, there. Okay. Okay, I'll put that. I'll ask Kalpana to put that link on that meditation magic, and you will get that link.
Sure,
Once you
sure.
open that, you will get a playlist, and at the end, all my sessions are there. There are 4.
Yeah, I see the reminders. But
Yeah.
like I said, sometimes like because it's a CST 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell Kalpana to put that playlist on that. So I'll tell her that you
I
are.
attended 2 of your sessions and I wanted to, but couldn't make it. But if
No
I can
problem.
get that,
Everything is in order in that playlist. Yeah, you can get back to me with questions also. Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Today's was wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you so much. But you missed a few interesting part. Is I had an interest in that story. Touched my heart so much that actually
Yeah.
that I couldn't comprehend the story properly. In the end, what Mother Teresa says is the last moment of the person when he leaves this world. What is his heart condition? That is very important in life. So our heart should be resolved from all the conflicts. There should be no conflict. See, it's so important to have peace in our life that our heart remains free from conflicts, right? To live our life day to day. It's also important at the moment of death also that heart should be free from conflicts. How can we accomplish conflict-free heart? Only if we have practiced now, that at that moment we will be staying conflict-free, right?
Correct.
So that point I missed in the story, but I'm covering it now.
Good. Yeah. I'll look
Yeah.
at the playlist again
Yeah.
and go through that. But
Thank you
yeah.
so much for all of your participation. Still, I give one chance to ask question, or else I'll come off the live. If you want, you can ask. So
I
thank
had
you so
one.
much for participation. I'll just close this session. We can talk. So thank you so much for participating. I hope we meet tomorrow.